This is Dr. Tanji. I'm from a little town called Columbus, Mississippi, and I've come all the way here to show you exactly how you can live abundantly. Fear is nothing. You hear me? You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm your girl, Dr. Tanji. We're gonna do life together.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, my St. Lucia family, my South America family, my South Africa family, my U.S. family, and everyone in the diaspora that is watching. Whew, how you doing? I am so incredibly excited tonight that you are here because one, you're giving me something that you do not create. You can't create no time, man, and you're giving me your time, and I'm grateful for it. It's been a long day, my friends, and that's all right because I was excited when I got the phone call that I was going to be interviewing someone who is doing things in the marketplace. She's a trailblazer, and we'll get to all of that good stuff because I'm sweating. Two things I told you that I wouldn't do on this show: sweat and cry. I am sweating. I'll be crying in a minute because she's going to give us her story. She's going to answer the the question why. How about that? And he better not be cutting that out either. Let everybody know that I'm human. How about that? Now, I told you how grateful that I am, and I truly am. When I'm in the marketplace and folk come up and say hello, or I watch your show, or you're inspiring me, that does absolutely nothing for an ego because I don't have one. But it does make me stop and ponder, wow, God, you entrusted me with your people in an amazing country called St. Lucia, and I am so grateful for that. So for every thank you, for every time you do stop and say hello, I am grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know that this show is about uplifting, inspiring, and motivating you right where you are. It's about you rediscovering your dreams, your purpose. It's about you taking actionable goals and getting in the marketplace and doing exactly what you were born to do. And I do not take that lightly that I get to come into your homes. I get to talk to people like yourself. And I'm blessed, man. I really, really am. Now, this woman that I'm bringing on the show this evening, and I say woman, but she's a miracle worker. How about that? You may know her from Rodney Bay Diagnostic Clinic. Yeah, because she's the creative mind behind that. She is a functional medicine doctor, a hormone expert, an author, a speaker, and she's just, man, it's like everything she touches turns to gold. And she's gorgeous too. She commands the room. She does. She shifts the atmosphere, and she makes you feel like, you know what? You've got a voice in your health. Let's do exactly what your body is telling you that needs to be done. She's the inventor of, okay, I'm going too far because I want her to tell you what she is doing here. Okay, I'm sweating again, family, because I'm so excited. She's going to talk with us about reclaiming our health, hormone balance, what it really means to have joy. Yeah, man. And she's got a lot of it, so she's infectious with it. Now, without further ado, and before he calls for a commercial break, do we have time to bring her on now? Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay, family. Welcome, if you will, Dr. Tanya
Beaubrun.
Beaubrun. Hi, doctor.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you for having me.
You are so gorgeous.
Thank you.
Thank you for allowing us in this amazing space. I walk through the door and you can just feel the joy that you're teaching. Is that what you want folk to do?
That's exactly what I want to do.
So I've got to ask you this question. What is your why? Why do you do what you do, lady?
Oh, gosh. I do it because I think I've been called to do it. I do it because I think I've been sent here with a purpose.
Come on.
And that this is why God has sent me.
Yeah.
And he has asked that I use my head, my heart, my hands, and my words
Oh my God.
to heal the world.
Ay, 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 ay. I'm not crying. Nope,
cry.
not tonight. What exactly is functional medicine? When you think of functional medicine, how is it different from what we're used to?
So it differs from conventional Western medicine in
Yes.
that it looks at the root cause and it does individualize and personalize medicine.
Okay.
So it is science-based.
Okay.
We do basically the same labs, but how we look at labs and how we approach the patient is different.
Gotcha.
We approach the patient first. So we're not disease-focused.
Okay.
We're patient-focused.
Right there, right there, right there.
So it's a unique approach where each patient is looked at from their health history, their genetics, if their labs, their environmental background, everything is examined to find out why they have come to this point.
I absolutely love that.
So it is absolutely amazing.
I bet it
way
is.
to practice.
I bet it is. You got me goosebumping over here. And he's already called for a break, that gummit. So I need you to go get your bake, your cocoa tea, or glass of wine. Oops, did I say that? Come on back, because we're going to get into the heart of why she does what she does, how you can benefit from it, and many other subjects. Be right back.
Sometimes the body whispers before it ever screams. The fatigue, the weight gain, the mood swings, the brain fog. They may not be random. They may be signals, signs that something deeper needs your attention, your compassion, and your care. And far too often, we women keep pushing through, showing up for everybody else while quietly ignoring what our own bodies are trying to say. But healing can begin with one powerful decision: to pause, to listen, and to honor what you feel. Your body is speaking, and maybe now is the time to truly hear it.
And we are back, family. Did I say thank you? Okay. If I did, thank you. If I did not, thank you. No, seriously. I am truly, truly grateful that you're here. And Doctor is getting into all things functional medicine. When women, why do we feel so dismissed when we say there's something going on here? Why aren't people listening, especially our physicians?
I don't think that physicians have been trained to truly listen to our stories, men and women, but particularly women. And sometimes as women, we come across as doubting ourselves. So if we don't come across as, I know something isn't right. I think something is not right. Maybe you can help me. But instead, what I'm asking women to do is to take ownership of their health and their lives.
Absolutely.
And if you take ownership of it and you start to know your body and how your body works, then you can say with confidence and conviction that I know something isn't right.
Absolutely.
And I will find a way to get somebody to help me heal or to heal myself.
I love that. What are the most common symptoms women ignore that are actually warning signs?
It's just this subtle feeling of something is not quite right.
Gotcha.
There's a disconnection. You don't feel like yourself anymore. Maybe fatigue, a little moodiness or irritability. Sometimes little palpitations, and you think, oh, I just need to rest. Little aches and pains here and there. Your libido decreases, and you think, I'm just getting older.
Right.
So there are, and these are signs of not just hormonal issues. They could go cardiac, they could
For
go
sure.
neurological. So in women especially, I believe the power is in educating ourselves on how our bodies work at all stages of our lives.
For sure.
From childhood right up.
Absolutely.
And if you understand how your body works, then you know when something is not quite right.
For sure.
If you are tracking your periods, if you know that at a certain time of day you feel a certain way, and then it suddenly changes, then we ask why. What has changed? So it's important, I think, that we educate ourselves as women and also start to empower ourselves. So education is one thing.
For sure.
But empowerment is another.
You better believe it.
And encouragement is the other thing, where somebody actually holds your hand and says, I got you.
Right.
I see you. I hear you. I feel you. Absolutely. And I will do what I need to help you get better.
Absolutely. Wow. Thank you. You do listen, right?
Yes.
You are listening to your patients, and that's so important. When someone says, my labs are normal, but I don't feel normal, when you hear that, what does that mean to you?
That means that I need to pay attention.
Aha.
And what do you mean by labs are normal? The ranges have been set by a standard that's probably not in keeping with our demographics.
Absolutely.
And they're very wide.
For sure.
So in functional medicine, we look at the mid-range of normal as being optimal, where we know you function best.
Gotcha.
So the labs are just a part of you, and they're a snapshot of what happened at the time the labs were taken.
For sure.
So what about what's happening a day after the labs were taken? It could change, especially with hormonal transitions. They change all the time.
Okay.
So yes, your labs may be normal, but that doesn't mean that I shouldn't listen to you. So I'm not treating labs. I'm treating the patient.
Come on, doctor. Come on.
I'm treating the patient
with
a story.
Up for her. Oh my God. Okay. So when let's for the viewers that are watching and they're getting it, but for the ones who are saying, but I don't even know what a hormone is. What is a hormone actually?
A hormone is a messenger. And our bodies are chock full of different hormones. But right now we're all talking about hormones as it pertains to menopause, the sex hormones, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. Okay. But there are many other hormones in our body. We have thyroid hormones.
Oh, yes.
There's cortisol. There's insulin that regulates our blood sugar.
For sure.
There's vitamin D that is actually a pro-hormone that actually helps our hormones talk to each other better. Okay. There are hormones in the brain that direct all the other hormones and how they function. Okay. So most people, when you hear hormones, are talking about sex hormones when it comes to menopause. But that's not all that can go off, so to speak, as we go through the aging transition. Our thyroid can go up, vitamin D can be too low. The insulin levels, especially in our population, can be high, especially if they're stressed. Cortisol can be off the tracks.
For sure.
So when I look at a patient, I'm not just looking at sex hormones. I'm looking at the whole picture.
Totality.
What's happening?
Gotcha.
How are you feeling? What labs are optimal or not? Where's the imbalance? And then we put it together. It's like a puzzle.
For sure.
To try and get the full picture.
Oh my gosh. Functional medicine. Who knew? Wow.
It's amazing.
So how does stress, we deal with a lot of stress in our society, right? How does it and the lifestyle impact hormone health?
Stress is, I would say, the foundation of a lot of illness in the causation or a significant cause of illness and dysfunction in our community, in the world, really. And when your body is stressed, it affects almost every organ.
Yes, it does.
And stress is really a reaction in your body to something you feel you have no control of.
Speak on that.
So you start to feel out of control. Your body starts to be in fight or flight. You start to go in what I call in sympathetic fight or flight. Adrenaline is flowing. Cortisol is flowing. And we're designed to go up into fight or flight to save ourselves.
For sure.
And then go back into the parasympathetic state, which is rest and digest and be calm.
For sure.
Right now, the majority of the world is permanently in fight or flight. And the dragons are coming in the form of emails all the time, 24-hour television, social media, books we're reading, and what's in our environment as well. And then we get stressed, and stress a lot puts our body through a number of physiological states, and we produce things called inflammatory cytokines. And these are flowing through our body, affecting our brain health, our heart health, our bone health, our hormonal health, our metabolic health. So one of the key pillars that I focus on is stress management and how to get ourselves out of nervous system dysregulation back into a regulated nervous state. And that is the foundation where I think we'll miss the boat in conventional medicine.
For sure.
We have to get people back into nervous system regulation. And once we get them there, they can start to think again, they can start to heal properly. But we can write as many prescriptions as you want, give as many supplements as you want, give as much hormone replacement therapy as you want. But if the person is in a perpetual state of dysregulation, they're not going to respond as well as they could.
Wow. Have you, and not to get into specificity, but have you ever had a patient where you're dealing with that with the patient, and for whatever reason, there's just not a break? What do you do, God forbid, if it's something that egregious?
Say a prayer for them, because honestly, when they're going through, and there are people who they can't seem to catch a break. There's always something happening. You hold them as you heal them. You hold them, because you can only create a safe space for them to land in.
Absolutely.
Because you can't control what's happening in their lives, because things are happening around them and it's affecting them.
For sure.
So what I think we have to do is create safe spaces where they come in. We have a special room that we put them in where they can regulate themselves. And you just say, I see you.
Wow.
I see you. I feel you. I understand that things are not going the way you'd like. And it's okay to not be okay. And we'll put you in the room, and we will, you can cry, and there's tissue and there's stuff. And, we allow you, we meet you where you are. And I think this is where we need to start. Meet the people where they are.
Absolutely. These goosebumps, and they're in a good way, because I've never heard, I'm an MD by training, and of course I'm not practicing now, and this is what I'm doing. I've never heard that in all of my years. We're going to take care of you. It's 15 minutes. And if I don't get to see you, then I'll get that nurse practitioner to see you, or an aide, to kind of work up your treatment or what have you. But you literally slow it down so that people can breathe.
Yes. Exhale.
Wow. Exhale.
You exhale.
You exhaling. Whew, doctor. Okay, I'm a patient. Okay. Hormone imbalances. And we talked about hormones and as it related to sexual or what have you. The imbalances that you're seeing on a day-to-day. Do you see a lot of women that are just...
Well, we're in a community that is still coming out of the stress of the pandemic.
Yes.
And we have not quite faced the fact that we were faced a huge battle.
Yes, we did.
And the mental and emotional struggles are still very present.
For sure.
And the masks that we wore have been pulled off, but the invisible masks have remained.
Come on.
And it's affecting everybody.
It is. Even
there
our children.
Is burnout.
Yeah.
There's massive amount of burnout in our communities.
Wow.
That has not been addressed or diagnosed.
Jeez.
I burnt out more than once.
For sure. I did
and too. The first time was years ago, and it took me a while to realize, that's what it is.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know what it was.
Gotcha.
Nobody taught me in medical school. You had this burnout, but you think it looks different. But burnout doesn't quite look how you think.
I know.
Burnout looks like showing up for work every day, despite sitting in your car or outside your office and saying, boy, wish I didn't have to do this. Burnout means going to bed and closing your eyes and not being able to sleep.
My.
Burnout is getting into the shower and busting into tears and feeling that's the only safe space that you can share and cry and shed.
For sure.
What's really going on. Burnout is looking at people and saying, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Come on.
I'm fine.
Been there.
I'm fine.
Yep.
Yep.
And
And it's almost, I will tell you, for me to talk about it when I burnt out, I didn't know it was. And it was, for me, there was a sense of shame.
Oh, dear.
Because I felt I should have known better.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
How do you allow yourself as a doctor to burn out?
Come on.
You know, you should know better.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you burn out once, twice, 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
You're like,
mm-hmm.
come on, you know, I need a slap in the head.
Uh-huh.
But then I realized, listen, it's not until I started to do functional medicine and functional medicine saved me. So I had to find a functional medicine doctor.
Huh.
And that's when I realized there is something more. So I was always looking for something deeper. I always knew that there should be another way where we can look at patients.
Yeah.
As a child, I used to read these old texts, which I still have with me, that would show the doctor at the bedside of a patient. But that was not the medicine that I was trained to practice. I was taught to practice medicine where you look at the disease, you check the boxes, you write a prescription, and you send them on the merry way. And then they come back again and you either write the same prescription or you do your labs and, you know, you treat labs, you treat tests, you treat, you know. But do you actually see the patient in front of you? Do you touch them? Do you look into their eyes? Nobody ever does. Nobody taught us that.
No.
We were not taught to do that. So my biggest blessing was being on the other end of a stethoscope where I realized, wait, they're seeing a disease, nobody's looking at me. And I'm there begging, like, can somebody just look into my eyes? Can somebody see me and understand what's going on? Because I don't know what's going on and I'm scared. Yes, I'm a doctor. I also know what could go wrong.
Right.
So my mind is spiraling down to the complications.
The what is,
The what is. But I'm also on the other end as a patient and I'm like, nobody's listening to me. Nobody's seeing me. And I'm not responding the way they want to. So guess what? What is wrong with me? I took it to be something was wrong with me.
Oh, dear God.
Not knowing that I had burnt out.
Wow.
And it took me months to realize, oh, that's what was happening.
Wow. Can you imagine how many of our viewers right now are in that space and for whatever reason they won't say anything or
they don't know. They haven't recognized it. It took me months. I was showing up for work. I was doing the mom thing, doing the wife thing, doing the daughter thing, showing up for my community. I was functioning. Wow. Until I couldn't. And people function until they can't, until illness literally stops them in their tracks.
Absolutely.
At which point you then have to say, what brought this person to this point? Wow. And it's not only about a labs or a diagnostic test. No. It's about what in their story, what has happened to bring them to this? What's happening in their emotional life? What happened in their childhood? Is there something they've been exposed to at work in their work environment that has triggered something? Sure. There's so many reasons why people come to a particular point in their life where they can no longer function. Wow. And once you let them know it's okay to not be okay.
Right.
And then we're going to pick you up. We're going to piece it together in a new way. You know, I keep telling people it's about making peace with the pieces of yourself.
Oh,
it's about making peace with the pieces of yourself.
Pieces of yourself. How profound is that?
This is what we're trying to do.
Oh my God, trying to, lady, you're doing it.
We're putting the pieces back together.
You're doing it.
We're putting the pieces back together.
The biggest myths that we as women have about our bodies. What would you say some of the myths are?
I think we have to be perfect.
You better know it.
We have to be perfect.
Yes, ma'am.
And we think that that this transition that we go through, hormonal transition, has to be smooth. Huh. And we expect it to be, we fear it because we think that it's not supposed to be rocky. Yep. But I think that if we start to look at it as a natural transition, because we go through puberty, which is not a small thing.
No, it's not.
But nobody ever tells us anything. And somebody may hold our hands and, you have your first period and they give you a heating pad and they tell you, take some.
That's how they did it in Mississippi. Yep.
And then you go through life, you go through childbirth, you go through postpartum, and you go through life.
Menopause.
And then the hormonal shifts start. And then all of a sudden there's this huge menopausal thing, which is great. Yeah. Because we are now talking about it. We're now empowering women.
Absolutely.
And educating them and saying, listen, know your body and know what you can
Right.
and cannot do with it.
Right.
But I consider it a sacred transition. It is a transition into the most powerful and passionate and purposeful time of your life.
Wow.
It is.
You are living life intentionally. You really are. Everything you're saying, it's just with intention. And to that degree, I want to kind of go back to your own experience of, I'm here, this is burnout. The signs that you had. You said you were still showing up.
I was still showing up.
Huh.
But I was tired.
Yeah.
I just assume I'm working and I have young kids, so
For sure.
I'm supposed to be tired. I wasn't sleeping. I just figured it's supposed to happen. You know, it's that time in your life where you assume. But you didn't. It builds up slowly.
It does.
It builds up slowly. And you don't realize it until one day I found myself sick. And I'm like, why am I sick? Why can't I get better?
Good night.
You know? And then it took me a while to realize that I was so burnt out. I had nothing, zero left in the tank. And to get back, I had to rest. When I saw the doctor and she says, honey, it's going to take you 3 years. I said, I don't have time. I said that. I said, I do not have that time. We need to sort this out
for
now.
Sure.
And she looked at me and laughed. And she says, well, it took me 3 years. I said, so what did you do? So I was so happy. I said, oh, there was another female doctor who burnt out. So I wasn't weak. So I said, so you burnt out too? She says, yeah, it happens so often in our field. I'm like, okay.
It happens.
So then what do I do? But the blessing of this burnout was that I got to know my body. I got to start to know my body. I started to listen. Because it started, the body starts by whispering. It gives you whispers. It gives you a little nudge here, a little chest pain here, a little joint pain here, a little, you know.
For sure.
And then you dampen it down. I don't have time for you today. Quiet time. Quiet time.
Oh my God, how many
Be
times?
quiet. And then it starts, the whispers get louder, louder and louder. You keep dampening it down. You keep saying, I don't have time for this today. I have work. There's a deadline. You know? I have stuff to do.
Doctor.
I have stuff to take care of. You know, I don't have time to take care of myself. I have kids and I have family and I have work and I just don't have time. Until it starts to scream. And the scream is when you get to the hospital or the doctor's and you're like, boy. Okay, I need to listen now.
Absolutely.
The whispers were not loud enough. It starts to scream and you have no choice but to take stock and listen.
Absolutely.
And that's when the magic starts. That's when the magic starts.
He has been calling for a break. Didn't I tell you? And if I did not, I'm telling you now, you are in for a treat. We are slowing it down. It's all things women. Man, you need to hang out too so you can understand your partner, your wife. But wow. We're going to come back right after this quick break. I feel like I'm in the master class, man, and I'm learning. You're never too old to learn. So learn, please, glean from this woman. She's got all the answers, man. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Hormones are about more than numbers on a chart. They touch how you sleep, how you think, how you feel, how you show up, and how much joy you experience in your everyday life. When things feel off, it can affect confidence, peace, clarity, and even the way you see yourself. But understanding what is happening in your body can be the beginning of taking your power back. Because this is about more than hormones. This is about your energy, your confidence, your emotional well-being, and your right to feel whole again.
And we're back, family. Thank you so very much for hanging out. Are you learning something about your body, your mindset, your mental? There's more. There's more. So, doctor, shifting gears to healing, and we know that healing is possible.
Always.
Can chronic disease actually be reversed through lifestyle?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Most times, it is better to not get into a chronic disease state.
Aye.
Prevention is better.
For sure.
But if you do get there, and if we catch it early, we can, with lifestyle and certain other things, we can hopefully shift you back.
For sure.
But then there's always the risk of you going back. You know?
Okay.
So I tell people, I prefer to look at prevention and prevent you getting into that state.
For sure.
But if you are in the early stages of chronic disease, we might be able to reverse it with consistent lifestyle changes. Take some work on the patient's part.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Do you ever have women that say, or your patients that say, I am trying to lose weight, it is just not working? What do you see as one of those reasons why?
The weight loss resistance is usually a combination of things.
Okay.
Lifestyle, stress, inflammation, what you're eating, how you're eating, what you're not eating as well. If you're not getting your fiber and your vegetables in. There's also hormonal shifts, and it's not just the midlife hormones. It could be thyroid, it could be any one of them.
For sure.
Insulin.
Aye.
And we're also seeing that, people really do think that they're doing the right things. And they're trying so hard to lose weight. They're not eating enough. They're not eating enough protein.
For sure.
And they're not nourishing their body well. So the body then thinks it's in starvation mode. So everything you eat is just stored as fat.
For sure.
And so you over-exercising, which puts your body under more stress. And it's just a vicious circle, really.
Sure.
So you really do want to find out what is your issue. Because what works for your friend or what has caused your friend to have belly fat may not necessarily be why you have belly fat. And the distribution of fat is also critical. Where is the fat stored?
Gotcha.
What part of the body is your fat stored? And that's what we have to really start to look at.
Absolutely.
What are the levels of visceral fat and where is it? And that's critical.
Okay. So just a side note here, your take on the weight loss pills, the weight loss injections. Do you have that conversation?
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
If the patient is a candidate for it, yes.
Okay.
In smaller doses than what I think is being prescribed now. I think the doses right now are allowing people to lose weight too fast.
I see that a lot.
And they're not focused enough on what happens into the gut. So it affects the gut health, and gut health is a foundation we need to do.
Yes.
Muscle loss.
Okay.
And as we get older, we naturally lose muscle.
For sure.
So if you're not focusing on preserving muscle, then you're having another problem. Muscle burns more calories than fat.
Absolutely.
So if you lose muscle and your gut isn't working well, and we've curbed your appetite to the point that you're having maybe one small meal a day, that is a problem. That is a problem. So I think it has to be managed.
Gotcha.
I do believe there is a place for it.
Okay.
But it has to be individualized and monitor the patient.
So it's not a one dose fit all.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So we're improving health. 3 things that we as women can do to improve our overall health.
Movement. Movement. Keep moving. Keep exercising. Keep preserving your muscle.
Okay.
Nourish your body with good, clean, whole, unprocessed food.
Okay.
And sleep. Greatest healing tool is deep restorative sleep.
Please talk on sleep, because I feel sleep deprived, doctor.
7 to 9 hours of deep restorative sleep.
And that still is a thing, yeah?
Yeah. It's not going to go away.
It's
not going to go away. It's been proven. Sleep is when your body restores itself.
Sure.
Sleep is when your brain starts to dump the toxins that it needs to get rid of.
Okay.
When your cells repair themselves.
Right.
It's during deep restorative sleep. So if you're not getting enough sleep, you're not repairing yourself. And you're not restoring your body.
Okay. Okay.
especially your brain.
For sure. For sure.
So your body needs this time where you're not actively doing anything for it to start to, fix itself.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So you need to focus on sleep.
So with the focusing on sleep, I'm just going to hang out there for a minute because I am learning, family. I don't know about you, but I need this. Do you suggest melatonin or some type of sleep therapy?
It depends. I think we need to first look at the beginning of your sleep tonight.
Okay.
Has began when you woke up this morning.
Huh.
So within 30 minutes of waking up, get yourself outside and get some sunlight.
Come on.
It puts your circadian rhythm back in. So it tells your body it's wake up time. The cortisol will go up and then it starts to go down throughout the day. And when it starts to go down, it should be low by 5, 6 o'clock.
Sure.
That's when the sun sets.
Yeah.
Darkness is supposed to set in, and we're supposed to be in this lovely state of peaceful dust type, but instead we have bright lights and televisions, and we're still at work and we're still doing stuff. So the circadian rhythm doesn't quite know what's happening. So what we try to do is tell people you need to have a sleep routine. Sleep hygiene is what we call it.
Sleep hygiene.
Sleep hygiene. So an hour or hour and a half before bed, turn off all TVs, iPads, telephones, anything that has blue light.
Come on now. Come on.
The blue light that comes into your eyes is going to trigger your brain. So what you wanted, the pineal gland makes melatonin.
For sure.
But it needs darkness. So if it has light, it's like, okay, it's not time yet. It's not time yet. So if you start to power down, it will send a message to the brain. It's time to sleep. Right? And you want to keep a consistent sleep schedule, same time every night. You have a sleep routine. You can use magnesium under your feet. So, there's a magnesium balm people use. Even if a regular hand lotion, it's just something that you do every night that your body says, she's getting ready to go to bed. Keep your room cool. If you're having hot flashes, you find out what. If you have to take off everything to sleep with just socks, then do it. It might work. Works quite often, actually.
Wow. Okay, I'm taking copious notes here, so I'll let you in on a secret next week when it works for me. Oh my God, family, right here. We've got her right here in Rodney Bay. You've got to get in touch with this woman so that you literally, if you're having some of the issues that we're talking about and you really want to do something to empower yourself, I honestly believe that this is your first stop. Well, first stop is prayer, right? And now that you've prayed, be led here because we're here talking about how you literally can improve your life. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Real healing does not begin by simply covering the symptoms. It begins when we slow down long enough to ask the deeper question, why? Why am I tired? Why is my body changing? And why do I not feel like myself? Healing at the root means looking at the full picture. Sleep, stress, nutrition, gut health, lifestyle, and the patterns that shape our wellness every day. It means choosing understanding over guessing and restoration over survival. Because when we get to the root, we give the body room to recover. And that is where true healing begins.
Okay, family, yet again, man, thank you for hanging out with us. And we really are getting into the nitty gritty of what I call improving your health. Now, doctor, I got to ask you, because we see a lot of mental illness, mental deficits, how or what role does mindset and emotional health play in the physical healing?
I think it's critical.
Come on.
Very critical. And I think we cannot just look at healing from the physical realm only. We have to look at emotional and spiritual.
Come on.
And that's why I created the More Joy method, because I believe from my lived experience as a physician and a woman, that for us to truly heal, we have to look at the physical. What we're eating, exercise, detoxification, decluttering, all of these in our environment. That's just one thing.
Right.
Our hormones, everything. That's the physical.
Right.
But what about the emotional part? Our
go.
sleep, our stress management, what we think about ourselves, our self-worth. Because if you don't believe yourself worthy of healing,
come on,
are you going to heal?
Mm-mm.
If you don't think yourself worthy of feeling better, are you going to feel better? And when I talk about the spiritual aspect, I'm not talking from a religious perspective. I'm talking from connections.
Thank you.
Connecting with something greater than ourselves.
That's it.
Connecting with our family and loved ones.
Amen.
And the most important connection is self.
Come on.
How are we connecting with ourselves? How are we loving on ourselves and caring for ourselves and believing that we are worthy of that? And forgiving ourselves as well for when we don't do it.
Come on.
Because self-forgiveness is a critical part in the healing process that we don't talk about.
I know.
We do not talk about it.
And why do you think that that is such a taboo in our communities?
We're not taught to think about it. We're not taught to even think that, if you've done something wrong, then you're a bad girl.
Right.
And you remain bad.
Right.
But then what about the lessons we took from that?
Come on.
That has made us better. So we then have to say, okay, when you know better, you do better.
Yeah.
Right? Maya Angelou.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know better then. I did what I did with the best of my ability.
Absolutely.
And now I know better.
Right.
I've forgiven myself and I will do better. And we do it every time.
Wow.
It's an evolution.
Yeah.
And I think so many women are still living with the regrets, what ifs, what I shouldn't have done, the should have, shouldn't have. And it's like a burden. I'm asking people to ditch that right now.
Come on.
There's so much more to life than this.
Yes.
Than beating up on ourselves.
Absolutely.
And there is joy. And that's why it's joy.
Yeah.
Joy is the ultimate healing tool.
You better know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pockets of joy throughout the day. Even when you're going through something difficult.
Come on.
There is a pocket of joy.
There's a pocket.
Last week was a tough week for me.
Me too.
One of my patients transitioned.
And condolences.
It was tough. But I remembered the little pockets. Like I walked into her house and I said, honey, I'm home. And she smiled. And I remember that. You made little jokes and stuff. And I remembered. I got outside one day and I saw the sun setting over the mountain.
Oh, come
just
on.
Coming off the mountain.
Yeah.
The colors of the sky were amazing.
Oh,
so yeah, I was feeling sad. But there was the sky telling me, every single day I'm going to rise and set again. Every single day.
Absolutely.
This weekend there was this beautiful crescent moon. I had an event and I came outside for an interview and I'm like, oh my gosh, the moon is so beautiful. And the interviewer is looking at me like, wonder now how we're going to take it from here because I am raving about this beautiful crescent moon hanging up.
God.
And I'm like, it's so pretty. Can I just take a photo and then we'll talk? And I think they're all looking at me like,
It's okay.
But I'm like, guys, just look up. Look at the moon.
Yeah, yeah.
And then she says, oh yeah, that was, it was a young reporter. And she says, yeah, it looks good. I'm like, okay. She didn't get it.
I know. We won't hold that against
She didn't get it. I was raving about the
I
moon.
get that.
And she was like, okay.
Oh my God.
She's,
your joy, the joy that you remember, I told you I walked through it. I could just feel it. Wow. Segueing. And I know he's going to call for a break, that gummit, but I'm going to ask anyway. We'll see how far we can get. This creative genius of you created something that is just revolutionizing everything that we even thought we knew about joy. Would you speak on what you've created for the marketplace and that it is really working?
It does. I live it.
You live it.
Oh, I try to.
The joy method.
I always don't always live up to it.
Yeah.
But I do try. So it's the More Joy method. And it is from my experience coming out of burnout and also seeing patients for over 30 years and realizing that really writing a prescription or giving a supplement or sending for a test is not enough.
Gotcha.
I need to be present.
For sure.
I need to let the patient know that I am here for them, that there is a connection that is leaving both of us feeling better. Yeah. I don't want to leave a connection where the patient feels awful and I feel awful. We both have to get something out of this connection we have.
For sure.
And it means that when a patient sits in this chair, that I meet them where they are.
Wow.
Where they are.
Where they are.
They could be miserable.
Yeah.
They could be not wanting to hear what I have to say.
For sure.
Most times they think, oh, tell me if I'm dying. I'm like, well, yeah, you are. Because we're all dying. We all are. But you're not going to die on my watch right now.
For sure.
You know? And just being kind and compassionate and empathetic.
These are
as best we can.
That we should all be living by. Right?
Sometimes it's hard.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really, really is. Now, you said you were coming out of burnout, and this is how you got as Oprah would call it, the aha moment, right? Speaking of, congratulations to that too. I read about you, lady. I'm like, what? So this program is for, if you were saying, I've got a program, this is the $64 million answer to what you're going through. You can actually apply it to your life and it will work. Who is this program for?
It's for anybody who truly wants to heal.
Come on.
Anybody.
Anybody. Wow.
But what I see a lot of is usually women. But I'll tell you something. We cannot talk about women's health without addressing men's health.
Come on. And that right there, I don't
So
want to
we are
rush
seeing, I am seeing more men and using this with them.
Oh my gosh.
Men, if you cannot talk about women's health without talking about men's health. It's menopause and hormonal transitions happen in men and women.
Absolutely.
So we are focusing so heavily on the women.
I know.
And not remembering that a woman going through her hormonal shifts, she's not the only one going through it.
Right.
Her partner is.
Oh, for sure.
Her kids are.
For sure.
And, and she's usually caught at that stage where she's in I call it the sandwich generation.
Okay.
You're taking care of kids and you probably have elderly parents or family members that need you. So you're caught there. So if you're not fully present and you're not thriving, then you can't really do what you need to do.
Absolutely.
As best you can for the children or the family or your partner or your work. You're literally just trying to run around in circles.
And that's exactly what you're doing. Running around.
You're running around in circles. You're trying to deal with, put out one fire after the next.
Absolutely.
But the fire inside of you is dying.
Oh, don't you dare do that to me. Now, that gummit, I've been sweating all night now. All right, family, he called 3 minutes ago, but it was so good, I couldn't stop. I need you to stay tuned. We're going to wrap it up with this amazing woman who's going to give us some pointers on how to get out of our way and put one foot in front of the other. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
You deserve to feel strong. You deserve to feel healthy. You deserve to feel energized, clear-minded, and full of joy. Better health is not just about surviving the day. It is about reclaiming your life, your peace, your confidence, your laughter, your strength, and your future. It is about waking up and feeling like yourself again. More joy and better health are possible. And when you take back control of your body, you take back something even greater, your quality of life. More joy, better health, a better you.
Okay, family, we're back. And I don't know about you, but I have truly been blessed. And my prayer is that you are blessed as well. Because if you're going through this, you're not in this thing called life by yourself. And the amazing thing that is happening at this very moment is that there really is help. Now, my dear friend, doctor, what does a joy-filled life really look like practically?
So my nickname is Bubbles. It does feel like bubbles coursing through your body.
Wow.
Just imagine.
Come on.
You know those little tingling?
Yeah, man.
Or little bubbles coming up through?
Yep.
And then there's just bubbles of joy coming up.
Yeah.
I think that's how it feels. It feels like you get up in the morning with purpose.
Come on.
And with energy.
Yes.
You've had a good night's sleep.
For sure.
You hydrate well.
Mm-hmm.
You're eating properly.
Mm-hmm.
You're exercising.
Okay.
You may have aches and pains, but that's life, you know. But you go to work and you do work that really makes you feel like you are changing the world and transforming something.
Yes, ma'am.
It means that you have beautiful relationships with those that matter.
Yes.
You're saying what needs to be said from a place of authenticity.
Okay.
And you're taking time out for yourself as well.
Yes.
You're resting and you're eating when you can.
Okay.
And you're drinking water.
Yes.
And it also means connecting daily with something, journaling, meditation, prayer, just stepping outside. Some days I just step outside and I look up and I'm like, oh, the sun's so bright today, or the clouds are really white against the blue sky. And I start looking at me like, oh. You know, like, because I'm just trying to be present.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm 57. I know there's there's no 57 years left. Okay? Okay. There's no more 57. There's not 57 years
you
left.
look amazing, baby.
So it's like, okay, so whatever is left, I need to, soak it in.
Wow.
We need to soak it in.
What a joy you are.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. So where can people find you and begin their journey to literally living the life that they're
right here at the Satya Center for Functional and Integrative Medicine in Rodney Bay.
Wow.
I'm online on my website. It's TanyaBeaubran.com.
Yeah.
I am on Instagram as Dr. Tanya Beaubrun. There's a YouTube page. I think it's Dr. Tanya Beaubrun. I'm supposed to be maintaining that, which I don't.
Okay.
But I'm here.
You're here.
I'm in the community. I'm hosting stuff, and I'm, just trying to live life as best I can.
Amen.
And
you're doing that. You really are. Would you do me a favor? I know that there is someone watching, perhaps not in this country, perhaps
anyway
in another country, and she wants to feel what you're saying, the bubbles just going through her, but at this very moment is life or death. Would you speak to that brokenness or that person that needs to know you are being seen? You are matter.
Seen. You are held. You are being prayed for by so many people. You don't understand how many people are actually praying for you at this moment. You are held in a safe space as you heal. And you are perfectly imperfect. And that's all you need to know at this point. That sometimes healing doesn't mean that you don't go through the pain or the suffering. Sometimes healing means that you go through it with the right support system and with faith, for faith that transcends all. And healing doesn't mean that you don't get sick or you don't die. Sometimes healing means that you transition with joy. And I saw that with my patient.
Wow.
So it doesn't mean that nothing is ever going to not happen. Shitty things happen. But in addition to the shitty things that happen, some of the most amazing things also happen. And don't make me cry. She's going to make me cry.
I was doing so good.
Do not make me cry.
Wow.
So now you have two women on TV who are trying to empower and encourage you, but we're human.
We're human.
We're human. And you know what? The tears are good. There's nothing as cleansing as fresh tears. The tears are good.
Amen.
Tears are good.
Wow.
I've learned not to hide it.
Mm.
I've learned not to hide the tears. And I cry with patience.
Wow.
I cry for them. I cry with them. And what do you say? Salt water is good for anything. The sea and tears.
You better believe it.
There we go.
Wow.
Yeah.
What an amazing blessing you are.
Thank you.
You know, funny story, and then I swear I'm going to hang up. We were my producer was under the impression that you were another physician that we were going to interview.
Oh, dear.
And he says, well, she doesn't really want to, kind of talk on cancer because she's, a whole doctor. I'm like, no, but cancer's her thing. Thinking that you were the other doctor. God has an amazing way of giving you exactly what you're in need of when you need it.
Yes.
Because last week was a week for me too, but I still had to show up. Yeah. I still had offices that I had to oversee in Atlanta. And I still had people that listened to the show on the radio and watch on television. And I'm thinking, oh dear God, I call him Daddy, you gotta help me with this one. And the caveat here, the was meeting you. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for letting, as my mama would say, your little light shine so that everyone can be blessed by it. What an incredible journey. We are ready for the book. We are ready for the classes. Honey, sign me up.
The book is coming out.
Yeah, man.
It's
year.
Got to. It's actually gone to the editors.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it's gone to the editors.
Part 2. Wow.
And the online program will come, but you can work with me virtually as well.
Wonderful.
So you just get on the website and fill out the form, and I do virtual.
Watch me do it. So family, tonight we are reminded that our bodies are not working against us. They really are working for us. Sometimes the symptoms we've been ignoring are actually the ones that we need to pay attention to. Absolutely. If you have heard anything that has moved you like it has moved me, I'm trying to wipe my face, but you see it already. Please reach out. Let someone know that, hey, I'm hurting silently. You don't have to be in this thing called life by yourself. You really do not. God has placed people just like this amazing doctor right here. And we're blessed. We truly are blessed to have you.
Thank you. Thank you for
Linda,
having me.
Oh, absolutely, honey. I'm ready for part 2 now. Linda, thank you so very much. I know I say it a lot, but I'm going to say it until I'm all fair. For you to have stood, you and your family, and made this amazing space for people to tell their stories and for lives to be changed and interactive and tapestries to be woven together is truly a blessing. I am eternally grateful for you and everything that you stand for. To my amazing Bun, Caden Kendrick, and Uncle Idris, who's 4 years old now. My 4-year-old tells me to call him Uncle Idris. To you, Freddie Friend, thank you so much for holding it all together. You're an amazing bonus baby, and I love you to the moon and the stars. St. Lucia, thank you for allowing me into your home and into your heart. God bless you, bless you. Please remember, with the same grace that you extend to other people, extend that grace to you, okay? Yes. And until next time, the Lord say the same and the creek don't rise. We're going to do this thing again called Talk to Tanji. I'm your girl, Tanji. I love you. Parting words?
Joy.
Joy.
Look for the glimmers of joy. Yeah, every single moment of every day, there's one.
Amen.
Just look for it.
Amen. Thank you, doctor. All right. That's our show. Mwah! Bye.
nights you remember my eyes. We were